football fans? This is Lolo the Maverick here. This is my Week 15 picks, part 2. Alright, so for the 1 o'clock games, we're going to start off with the Cowboys at the Panthers. This is going to be a really boring game. This is not going to be anything special. Both teams really have not been good this year. The Cowboys are 5-8. The Panthers are 3-10. I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one. I don't think it's going to be a blowout. The Panthers look really good against the Eagles. And they look like a team that is going to be really good in the future. As of right now, obviously, both teams don't really have anything going for them. But I'm going to take the Cowboys in this one. I still think they're a better team overall. On to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the 12-1 Chiefs taking on the 3-10 Browns. And they're playing in Cleveland. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. I think the Browns have a really good defense, but other than that, they really don't have anything else going for them. So I'm going to take the Chiefs in this one. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the Dolphins taking on the Texans. The Dolphins are 6-7. The Texans are 8-5. I think it's going to be a pretty close game. I like the Dolphins' chances in this game. Dolphins might win this game. It's really hard for me to bet against the Texans, but I think that it's going to be a close game, but I think I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one. When they're healthy, they're a really good team, man. They're a really good team. I think it's going to be pretty close, but I'm going to take the Dolphins in that one. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the Jets taking on the Jaguars. The Jets are 3-10. The Jaguars are 3-10. Oh man, this is one of those games that you can literally just skip over and just look at the stats later. I'm gonna take the Jets in this one. I really don't feel like I should have to break that one down. I think they're just a better team overall. I'm gonna take the Jets. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the Commanders taking on the Saints. The Commanders are 8-5. The Saints are 5-8. So their records are reversed. I'm going to take the Commanders in this one. I think it's going to be a close game. I like the matchups. Obviously, you know, the trades and all that involved are going to make this game a really good one to watch. Probably going to be one of the best matchups of the week. Out of all the games I said so far, I would probably say the Texans and the Dolphins. The Saints and the Commanders probably are the second best game. The other ones I could care less for. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we have the Ravens taking on the Giants. The Ravens are coming off of a bye week. They're coming off of a loss to the Eagles. I think they're going to play with a vengeance. I think they're going to run all over the Giants. I think Lamar Jackson and Henry combined are going to go crazy. They're going to combine for over 200 rushing yards. I think the Ravens blow past the Giants. Got the Ravens winning that one. Moving on to the next 1 o'clock game, we got the Bengals taking on the Titans. The Titans have a really, really, really good pass defense, the best pass defense in the league. But Joe Burrow's been hot. I like the way he's been playing. I don't give a damn what defense we're talking about. He is going to fry them. He is going to slice and dice them. The Bengals' record is a very deceiving image because it doesn't reflect how good this team really is. But you know, their defense, if their defense was better, they definitely would have a different record. But offensively, they put up points and they do very well, yardage and points wise. I'm gonna take the Bengals in this one. Moving on to the next game, we have the 4 o'clock games now. The 4:25 game, we have the Patriots taking on the Cardinals. Patriots are 3-10. The Cardinals are 6-7. I'm going to take the Patriots in this one. I like the way they match up against the Cardinals. I think overall they're a better team. We'll see what happens. Cardinals could win this game. I think it'll go either way, but I'm going to just take the Patriots on this one. The 4:25 game, we have the Colts taking on the Broncos. 6-7 against 8-5. The Broncos are 8-5. They're the better team overall. I like them in this one. I'm going to take the Broncos. Moving on to the next game, we have a 4:25 game. We have the Bills taking on the Lions. The Bills are 10-3. The Lions are 12-1. Okay. Earlier in the season, I had the Bills beating the Chiefs, and they did it. And I'm going to say right now that I have the Bills beating the Lions. I have the Bills winning this game. I think it's going to be a great game. I think this might be one of the best games of the season. Okay? Definitely one of the best game of the week to watch. I think Josh Allen is going to shock the world again. I'm going to take the Bills in this one. I think it's going to be a great game. I cannot wait to watch this. I think it might be a high-scoring game. And they're playing in Detroit. This is a must-watch for all the football fans. Everybody should watch this game. It's going to be amazing. Moving on to the next game, we have a 4:25 game. We have the Buccaneers taking on the Chargers. It's going to be another great game. A lot of passing yards are going to be in this game. I'm going to take the Buccaneers beating the Chargers. The Buccaneers are 7-6. The Chargers are 8-5. They're not too far off. I'm going to take the Buccaneers, though. I like the Buccaneers. I know their record is not promising, but I feel like they're a really good team overall. And even without Godwin, I think they're a threat. So I'm going to take the Buccaneers. I think the Chargers will put up a fight. I do. But I'm going to take the Buccaneers. Moving on to the next 4:25 game. 4:25 game. It's the Steelers and the Eagles. Steelers are 10-3. The Eagles are 11-2. This will be another game of the week. One of the best games of the season. This is the Battle of PA. The Steelers obviously haven't beat the Eagles since 1965. I hate when they say records like that and show stats like that, because that always ends up jinxing what happens. But, you know, the way the Eagles are playing, the way the Steelers are playing, it can go either way. It's all about who forces turnovers, who takes the ball, who capitalizes off of that, who doesn't make penalties. Obviously, I'm going to take the Eagles in this one. I think the Eagles are just a better team. I think offensively, the Eagles are better. And there's no way I'm going to take the Steelers to beat my team. Like, come on now. Let's be honest here. I'm kidding. Can't be biased. You got to be honest. You got to be fair. I think it's going to be a great game. I think the Steelers got a good chance of beating the Eagles. You know, when I seen that they were on the schedule, I always said that the Steelers, the Ravens, the Commanders, and the Cowboys are threats to beating the Eagles for sure. Even the Packers, I thought the Packers were a threat too, and they almost beat us. They almost beat the Eagles. They were close, but you know, they fell short a little bit, of course. But the Packers are a great team. And that leads me to my next game. The 8:20 game, we have the Packers taking on the Seahawks. This is going to be another great game. I can't wait to watch this one. I think Jordan Love is going to get the job done. I think the Packers win. I think it's going to be close. I think this game comes down to field goal, touchdown, one possession type of game. But I'm going to take the Packers in that one, okay? Going to be a great game. Can't wait to see that one. That's another game of the week. So many good games. I feel bad for anybody that's not watching, but anybody that is watching, we all know we're going to watch some good football this weekend. It's going to be beautiful. And we're almost at playoffs. This is where it gets really good. I'm excited. I'm just containing myself right now, believe it or not. Moving on to the Monday game, December 16th, we have the Bears taking on the Vikings. The Bears are 4-9. The Vikings are 11-2. I'm going to take the Vikings in this one. They're the better team overall. They're hotter. Obviously, they're having a better season. Bears have a good defense. Can't sleep on them. It's a divisional game. Wouldn't be surprised if the Bears ever won it, but I kind of would, because obviously they're just not clicking like the Vikings. But it's a divisional game. Anything can happen. Moving on to the next game, though. We have a doubleheader on Monday night. We have the 8:30 game, which is the Falcons and the Raiders. The Falcons are 6-7. The Raiders are 2-11. A lot of teams got really bad records. Overall. Raiders have one of the worst records in the league. Falcons are definitely the better team. Defensively, the Raiders match up well, but I'm going to take the Falcons in this one. I think it just makes sense why anybody will pick the Falcons over the Raiders. Just a way better team overall. Should be an easy win for them. And those are my picks for the Week 15 matchups in the NFL season. This is Lola the Maverick here. This is Maverick Mind Sports. And we are out of here.